So the GT Saga fights are not my favorite, but I eventually found a way to overcome them. The problem with the GT Saga fights is that the AI is way too good at being an ass. They've all found out, rightfully so, that the best thing they can do when they're being attacked is to use an attack throw, which is the attack that puts you on the ground and puts them in the air. But all they do is spam this. Virtually every opportunity they get, they will spam this attack relentlessly, making it impossible for you to deal any decent combo damage to them while you're in aura burning mode. They seriously use it at every opportunity they get. And you're not always going to be able to react quickly enough to break out of their throw. You have to react insanely fast. So you end up in a situation where you get thrown to the ground and have to waste your aura burning flying back up to them, and then they throw you back down again, so you have to waste your aura burning again to fly back up to them, and then they throw you down again. And it doesn't even matter if you have aura burning, they still do this all the time. And the sad thing is it works. You physically can't react fast enough all the time to get out of 100% of their throws, and even if you could, you wouldn't have any time to attack back. So the entire GT Saga is essentially just various levels of the AI spamming that one throw. And it's a little bit irritating. This is one of like 10 scrapped recordings I did with Baby, because this was the fight where he used that throw the least. So it was the only one I thought was worth showing. But when we get to Sen Shenron, it gets even more ridiculous. The fights can seriously go on over 7 to 8 minutes, because they keep spamming that fucking throw. And I did die many times because that throw does deal pitiful damage, but it's still damage. They're less likely to use the throw when you're not in aura burning, they will still use it though. So I either had to give up aura burning, which was not a viable strategy for me, or just deal with getting thrown around a whole lot and take my counterattacks where I can get them. And that's why I really don't like the final saga of Dragon Mission. Here, look, I'll show you. For the rest of this fight, the AI just uses this one fucking throw over and over and fucking over. And hold on, we're still not done yet. Here's another fucking one. And oh look, another one. So yeah, I'm not fucking exaggerating when I say that's practically all they fucking do, and it's ridiculous. Keep in mind, I kept this recording because this is the recording where it happened the least amount of times. And you know what? Fuck this shit. I can't pretend that I enjoyed these fights or that I had some strategy going into them. This really irritated me and it ruined the last part of the game. So instead of attempting to pretend that I have something to say about these awful fights, I'm just going to show you how much I suffered. In montage format.
Possess the power of all 6 dragons.
That's really something. However, I will not lose!
What's wrong, Goku? Is that all you got?
I can't believe this. It's not working at all. Isn't there anything I can do?
Kakarot! Waiting long?
Kakarot, time for fusion! Fusion!
1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, the other two?
The Saiyans? They are here. We are one. Unfortunately for you, Omega!
So after those 3 painful fights, this fight is overwhelmingly stacked in your favor, and I'm not sure how you could lose it. You have infinite ki and infinite aura burning. And the Big Bang Kamehameha deals so much damage that as soon as you hit Omega with it, you realize that this is meant to be kind of a joke fight. But hey, after this shit I went through, and after an hour of discarded footage that I discarded for nothing because I couldn't even bring myself to commentate over the fights, I think I deserve this. Thank you all so much for watching, and even though this last video was a bit of a downer, I can't bring myself to lie about my experiences with it. I mean, he's still doing it right now. This is a really good game, and I recommend you play it. Just, if you get to the GT Saga and you start getting frustrated, stop playing. Just consider Kid Buu the last fight. Because the GT Saga does a massive disservice to this game.
Let's end this, Omega Shenron! I'll send you to the next world! Kamehame!
Huh? I went back to how I was before.
Now it's my turn. I'm going to destroy this entire planet.
You want to destroy the Earth? I won't let you!
Let's get this over with. Time to die! I'll bury you in the same grave as Goku. I thought I'd killed you!
People of the universe! Everybody, please, give me all of your energy! Here goes! Shenron, you're here?
Call Goku.
I guess I gotta go. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.
だんだん薄に変わ